Toastmaster Anshuman. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Welcome to meeting number 303 of Bright Beginning Toastmaster Club. Everybody in life has a mission to achieve their goals. Likewise, our Toastmaster Club also has a mission. So, mission of our club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills that results into self-confidence and personal growth. So before starting the meeting, I would like to mention three ground rules we follow in our Toastmaster meeting. Rule number 1, please turn off your mobile phone or keep it on silent. Rule number 2, please keep yourself on mute unless you have something to speak. Rule number 3, please refrain yourself from talking about sex, religion, and politics. We all are here for the healthy discussion. For further proceedings, please help me in welcoming our presiding officer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Sanskar. Over to you, Toastmaster Sanskar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy. And for those who don't know me, my name is Sanskar, and I'll be serving as the presiding officer for today's meeting. So, for the approx of 7 to 8 years past, we have created a warm, friendly, and a positive environment for all, where all the people can join in and speak freely about any topic or any session, any section, or anything you want to talk about. We provide a positive learning experience, which our members empower to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a self greater confidence and personal growth. Our vision is to be a place of deep community where aspiring speakers and leaders can choose to learn, and proven orators and heroic have pioneers to grow and share their wisdom. So at each meeting, we have a theme, and today's theme is dreams. We'll be hearing more about this from shortly from our Toastmaster of the day, PM Shaunak, who has joined us today. I see that we have guests with us today, and our loyal guest today, we have guest Arvind. Would you please come to the front of the room and introduce yourself? Uh, Guest Arvind, hi.
Hi,
So, what do you expect to learn from today's meeting?
and just everything what I do is on my weekend is to learn something new. As today's topic is dreams, so first thing I want to hear everyone views of dreams. What everybody comes to mind when it comes the word dreams, and how he relate that what he has achieved till this moment of time, and what the hopes in the eyes of the people is regarding their dreams in their future. So that's what I expect from it.
Thank you, guest Arvind. That I think Toastmaster Shaunak has for us today is dreams will be very aspiring and something truly I would like to hear from him. With
Thank you.
that, I'd like to now hand it over to Toastmaster Shaunak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar, and apologies. Bit of a technical here and there. It took me
And
a
we have another guest joining, Toastmaster
I-
Shaunak.
Satyaket
We
as well.
lost you.
Can you hear me now?
Toastmaster Shaunak, your voice is breaking. I think your
One
Wi-Fi
second.
is showing on the red. So
Yeah, just give me a second. Let me
sure.
just.
In the interim, maybe Toastmaster, you want to invite Toastmaster Satyaket to introduce himself.
Well, since Shaunak is figuring out his problems with the internet, we shall bring on. So sorry, Shaunak. We shall bring on Toastmaster guest Satyaket. So,
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
good morning, Satyaket. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, so I'm actually a Toastmaster, and I have frequented this club meeting basically a couple of times. So I'm great. Thank you.
Okay, so what do you expect to learn from today?
So I think it's more of it's more of a co-learning than rather than a learning. So specifically, meeting with the new set of people, and then I think thinking on the feet is the key thing that I would like to take home.
Great, great, great.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Satyakit. And with that, Shaunak, are we online?
Yes, am I audible now?
Yeah, very much. With
Perfect.
that, I hand it over to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shaunak.
A very good morning, Toastmasters. Today, there is something every human experience, but very few truly understand: dreams. Some dreams come true, some dreams comes when we sleep, while some dreams keep us awake. As kids, we dream of becoming astronaut, cricketer, actor, singer, or simple adults who could eat ice cream without any permission from their parents. And then adulthood arrived with EMI dreams, appraisal dreams, and the magical dreams called 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Anshuman can relate it very well. Dreams are strange. One night, you're flying over a mountain like a superhero. Next night, you're running late for an exam you're never prepared for. And the school you have left ages ago. But dreams are very powerful. Every invention, achievement, and every success comes with someone's dream. APJ Abdul Kalam has once said, dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It's something that doesn't let you sleep. So today, we'll celebrate both kind of dreams. So but before we start today's session, let me invite the general evaluator for today's meeting to come and explain his team and explain about the roles each of the team player is playing. I'll invite the general evaluator for today's meeting. Who is the general evaluator?
I am Shaunak.
So I'm handing over the stage to our general evaluator of the day today, Toastmaster Sanskar.
Thank you, Shaunak. We hear about dreams. I even dreamed it as of today in the morning while I was sleeping. And well, to start off with general evaluator's role, a general evaluator, as general evaluator of the meeting, I have a job of keeping energy. I have the role of keeping a time check, a speed check, and an overall summary for all those who maybe missed the meeting and who can keep a check on what happened today as of now. With that, I'll be introducing some of the roles which will be helping us in keeping a check on speeches and time. Now I call over our timer for the day, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sanskar. In a Toastmaster meeting, we are expected to adhere to certain time limits for each of our roles to ensure that the meeting starts and ends on time. Along with that, it's important that we practice in a controlled environment, that tomorrow, in any setting where a time bound speech or a time bound narration has to be given, we adhere to that. And that is what we're going to practice today. And the time limits are going to be 5 to 7 minutes for a prepared speech, which can be 4 to 6 minutes if it's an icebreaker speech, then 1 to 2 minutes for a spontaneous speech, which is a table topic. And last but not the least, 2 to 3 minutes for an evaluation speech. I look forward to a productive and efficient meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Sanskar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. With that, I'll call over our language evaluator of the day, which is Toastmaster Sanskar. Toastmaster Sanskar. Hi, I will be the language evaluator for the day. My role is to keep a check on your grammar and also provide you the word of the day, which has been provided you in the chats. And our today's word of the day is serendipity, the occurrence of finding something good or valuable unexpectedly. This might even synergize with our today's theme for the day, which is dreams. Something good or valuable unexpectedly. Now, as language writer, I also have to keep a check on your grammar and as well as your filler words, which can be or any other filler words which have been used in throughout the meeting. With that, I'll call over our speech evaluators. I'll hand it over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shaunak.
Oh, I'm the speech evaluator as well.
Oh no, you are the TMOD.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar, for explaining the rules. So now continue with our theme for today's meeting, dreams. Now let me invite some of you to share your experience on dream. So let's break it into two parts. One dream that you've seen while you were sleeping, and another dream that is keeping you awake. So why not start with Toastmaster Anshuman?
Yes, Toastmaster Shaunak. So I'm not much of that night dreamer, neither a daydreamer. Though I do get lost in thoughts once in a while, but I'm like very fascinated by the people who dream. I wish I could dream, but I'm really curious about others who actually get very vivacious and beautiful and colorful dreams. So pretty curious topic, but I do not qualify as an audience for you, unfortunately.
No, that's okay. So Toastmaster Satyaket, share your experience on a dream that you seen while sleeping and a dream that keeps you awake.
Uh, yeah, there are a couple of dreams, but then again, there's a thin line between dreaming and daydreaming. Some things, good memories, or rather, they come up as dream while sleeping, definitely. And however, something that you envision yourself in the future. So, say that trip that you want to make up ahead in a couple of months. So that sometimes come up. That's daydream sometimes. Yeah. But as said by Toastmaster Anjuman, it's a limit that you need to put and then get on with the work, as explained by Toastmaster Anjuman.
So Toastmaster Arvind, you like to share your experience on dreams. Arvind, you are on mute.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Okay. The difference for me, just when I am sleeping, then the dreams, it comes like such a movie is going on. And an unrealistic movie, like at one moment I am here, and another moment I am just in a plane, other moment I'm in a train. And anything that sometimes I dreams while sleeping is of my days to day activities. Normally, what I am thinking and what I am dreaming of. Okay, I am will do this in my future. But when it comes to when I don't sleep and then I dreams, then I first thing I fixed my goal, then I put some actions, and then just make some type of short schedule. Then how can I achieve it? So that's the difference for me. That is one is realistic and another is just like a movie, which is some can be done by imagination.
Good to hear that. Toastmaster Akansha.
Hello everyone, good morning. So, talking about the dreams that I dream while sleeping and also staying awake, so one would be obviously of Doraemon's pocket. Like, that is something like that's one dream that I also dream about when I'm awake. That what would I do if I have an anywhere door or if I have the flying helicopter? I will never be late for anywhere. For example, our 300th meeting, I was late there. So had I had an anywhere door, it would solve almost all most of my problems, if not all. And the one that I dream, obviously, while staying awake currently, is definitely my startup that we are working on. So, just dreaming of greatness. And one incident, if I may share, like it was 2 o'clock at night. My co-founder and I, we were on a call and we were discussing something about the business. And something came up that, oh gosh, it's so late. I mean, he has a kid and he has a wife also, a 1-year-old kid. So the baby got up, and then we were like, okay, 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 we need to wrap up. And then it just came up, and he said that, there are people who sleep at 2 o'clock and dream, and we are the fools who are staying up at 2 and dreaming. Because that was the time we were doing the financial forecasting, and we were so excited. God, we'll make this much money in year two, we'll break even. And so, yeah, that would be all. So that's what I dream about.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kancha. Toastmaster Nancy.
So for me, night dream is random. Anything can come during night while we are sleeping. But daydreams are something wherein we are fascinated by few things in our life or few people we get inspired from. So I have seen people, if you're going in meeting or in events, there are few people who really become center of attraction. The way they speak or the level of knowledge they have. I have seen few people everywhere they become center of attraction. So I am really fascinated by such people, and I think we should, what I aspire to be, that we should learn every day so that someday we should reach to their level. That wherever we go, we should inspire few more people. So
That's
the list of items, what I feel, I do many things, but list of items that I have to do is so big that I cannot accommodate. Learnings. I mean, I get inspired with the people who are really knowledgeable and the way they speak. So this is my daydream. Every day I dream of. Yeah.
perfect. So I'll share my experience on dream. So as you rightly mentioned, night dreams are something which are out of our control. A random thought. I have dreamt of people whom I have met probably 2 decades back. And suddenly in my dreams, I am seeing such people who were nowhere in my thoughts while I was awake, or there was no reference at all. And suddenly you find those people coming in your dreams. 90% of the dreams which you see at night, you don't even remember by the time you get up. Or a lot of times you see a dream where you are sitting in an exam hall giving a paper, and the complete paper is out of the syllabus, or you don't remember a thing. Or possibly you are a superhero, you're trying to save someone. So these are some of the dreams which I can remember or recollect, or which I have seen often, bits and traces of it. But yes, as a daydreamer, or something I really inspire to be, I want to be the best version of myself. And that's what keeps me motivating, and that's why I keep evolving myself, keep learning new things, what all I have done in the past, the mistakes I have done in the past. I try to make sure, that I don't repeat those things. I try to improvise myself. I don't compete with other, but I compete with myself. So we'll continue this discussion. We have a lot more interesting things to listen from our other members. But in the interest of the time, let's continue with the meeting. Dreams could be funny. These could be emotional, inspirational, confusing, or could be completely logical or completely illogical. There could have been times when you might be appearing for a Toastmaster meeting in a totally off the track outfit. Or you could be falling from a building and woke up before you hit the ground. And somehow you can run very fast while absolutely moving nowhere. Sound familiar? So, moving on to the next part of today's meeting, which is the prepared speech. Every speaker today want to be a confident speaker. They have a dream to inspire, a dream to lead, a dream to encourage, a dream to finish the speech within the time. So, for that, let me invite our first speaker for the today's meeting, Toastmaster Anshuman.
It's going to be me, and with Toastmaster Nancy as evaluator.
So let me invite Toastmaster Nancy, who will be the evaluator for Toastmaster Anshuman's speech, to share Toastmaster Anshuman's speech title and the pathway Toastmaster Anshuman is preparing for. Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shonak. So I will be the evaluator for Toastmaster Anshuman. Topic for today's speech is the magic outside the circle. This will be level 1, pathway 2 speech. So I am handing over the stage to Toastmaster Anshuman. All the best, and we are really excited to hear your speech.
So before Toastmaster Anshuman start his speech, let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Anshuman. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
When was the last time you tried out something new? When we all wake up, we have our cup of chai or coffee, go out, work at office, play a bit of games, hang out with friends and family, come back, sleep, only to wait for the weekend when you'll have your favorite movie playing or just go over for a staycation or vacation. And that is how your year ends. But within this year, where does the growth aspect go? At times in routines, we forget that this routine may be the one which is the biggest obstacle to our individual growth, to our individual dreams. And if that's the case, how can we overcome it? We can overcome it by listening to our voice or with listening to a friend who's just bugging you, knocking you, just telling you to go for the next round of tennis. So there's this friend of mine who was really passionate about tennis. And he used to tell me, Anshuman, we really need to go out for a game of tennis tomorrow because if you don't go, you won't be careful about your health. And I was like, oh my God, I have to go to office, I have to do this, I have to do that. And tennis is not exactly my priority. But he was like, no, no, Anshuman, you have to try. Just try it once and then see how it goes. And I sacrificed my next Akshay Kumar movie to go out for a game of tennis. And you can imagine what happened. I went to the court, took my racket, and like a typical cricket champion, I tried to hit the ball out of the park. But if you have played tennis, you'll realize that hitting the ball like a cricket ball is not a great idea. The ball has to be technically hit in a swing which lets the ball go from one side to the other. To make it more interesting, my friend gave me a challenge. Anshuman, even if you're able to hit one ball outside to the other side of the court, the dinner is on me. And there were 10 eyes watching. And I had just 10 balls to do it. So his coach came, went to the other side. He had 10 balls with him and he started the drill. First ball, I tried to hit on the net. Second ball, hit on the net. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, hit on the net. There were 10 eyes watching me. I was under pressure. My hands were sweating. My feet were heavy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to embarrass myself today. There I'm hitting cricket balls out of the park. Here I'm not able to even hit one ball from one side to the other court. And then my friend told me, Anshuman, just focus, believe in yourself, hit the ball slightly slowly, and imagine it going on the other side of the court, and you'll be able to do it. I would like so much for the motivational talk. Let me try and execute it if possible. The ball came. I was focused. I stooped down, hit the ball, and it went in. It felt as I won the Wimbledon for the first time. And that one small moment broke my barrier in mind, my belief barrier. Because there was once earlier in my college days also I had tried tennis. And then also when I hit the ball, it went outside the ground itself. And I was like, tennis is not my cup of tea and I can't do it. But that one ball going out on the other side of the court made me realize that it is possible. And this incident was around 6 years back. Until date, I'm still playing recreational tennis almost every second day. That is how the magic outside the circle happens. It doesn't happen by ambitious dreams, by thinking of buying your next chartered flight or thinking of going on an international trip for 1 month. It happens by taking just one next step outside that magic circle. For example, when you gave your first icebreaker speech, imagine the butterflies that you had. Imagine how from that day to this day, the ones who are experienced Toastmasters are able to deliver speeches without even any thought. And that is a circle you need to cross. So next time we catch up, I hope you have tried one thing beyond that routine circle, which you can come and tell on the stage that that is something I tried, which is new and is leading to my growth. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sean.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman. I can very well resonate with that because when I tried the tennis for the first time, I did the same thing. And after hitting the ball to the next court, again, when I started, I was in the same position. So let's continue with our theme. But before that, let's move on to our second speaker. Who's our second speaker today?
Toastmaster Sean is going to be Toastmaster Meenakshi, but she's running
Meenakshi
5 minutes.
is joining in just few minutes. I talked to her
Okay.
right now.
5 minutes.
Before she
Till then-
joined, let's continue with
Right.
our topic on dreams. So, Abhijit, would you like to share your experience, one experience on a dream that you've seen while you were sleeping, but the dreams, the second one, which keeps you awake?
Okay. Thanks, Shaunak. I think one of the basic important things which relates to my life is I dream every day. Now, dream is something if should be something which cannot which does not let you sleep. Those are the ones which are the productive ones which I always believe. So a lot of times what happens is that in my childhood days, it used to be a moment that I used to see horror serials on television, and I used to go off to sleep. And then those moments of where there used to be this ghost and everything used to come in right in front of me, and I was not able to even run because of the fact there was it's all about a dream, right? But then over a period of time when I grew up, I realized this is just about fact fictitious. But more importantly, what I really dreamt of is what I really think that I want to achieve every day. I always feel I want to do something for myself. I want to really do something new so that I grow. I become even more powerful day on day. And when I keep thinking to innovate something new each day, those things come as part of my dream in some capacity. So to become successful, to become successful means all that I wish to achieve in life, including something which I even have manifested for today, is what I'm trying to look at. So I'm kind of looking into those moments when things, the dreams can come true. Thanks, Shaunak.
Thank you so much. That was quite fascinating to know. Toastmaster Vidu, you can unmute yourself. and can share your experience on on your any of the dream. It could be funny or humorous or illogical at all that you've seen or remember while you were sleeping, and one dream that you see that you want to be or to aspire to be, or that keeps you awake.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaunak. Just an apology. I am actually on the way, so the network might be a bit fizzy in between. All right. So I think every day, whenever I see a dream, it's always very humorous because it's a mixture of whatever activities I did in the day. So maybe just one of the example of a typical dream, which looks like is if my day has started off with a jogging and a good office work day, productive day. Post that if I've gone to say a table, say a badminton class, and then have a nice dinner. So how a typical dream will look like is that I am sitting in a restaurant playing. I'm in a restaurant trying to find food, but playing badminton by anyhow, and also parallelly working but from a mountain, like it all jumble up and create a very humorous. And then I wonder, like, how is it even possible to jump from a mountain, having a laptop in my hand and working and seeing the birds around and seeing somebody from the mountain playing, say, badminton in the water. And all of my dreams somehow are like that, and I then always think that how weird my dreams can be. And then it's always a culmination of all of those activities in a day in a very weird form. So but I always feel I'm a very adventurous freak, so all of my adventures are there in my dreams. So that's how a typical dream for me look like.
And I can
Over
see,
to you, back to you, Shaunak.
and I can see that the one of the adventure that you're doing, you're taking a Toastmasters meeting from the car. That itself is an adventure, and the beauty about
Yes,
dream.
I'm in Sri Lanka and I did
See, that's the motivation,
yes,
guys.
Shaunak, I'm in
That's the
Sri
motivation.
Lanka and I did surfing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool. Guys, a big round of applause for Toastmaster Vidu. For her commitment, she's on a holiday with family. Still, she managed to join the meeting. A big round of applause for her and kudos to her. Guys, enjoy the scenic beauty of Sri Lanka. Most probably, you'll dream of Sri Lanka tonight or possibly very soon. Thank you, Toastmaster Vidu, for making our morning memorable with this amazing view. Enjoy your holiday. This is the beauty about the dreams, that it's totally out of your control. We want to control things the way we want to, but dreams are something which are totally out of our control, at least one which you see while sleeping. Now, moving on to be Toastmaster Arvind Kashyap. Arvind Kashyap, would you like to share your experience on dreams that you've seen while you were sleeping, and any dream that keeps you awake?
Okay, Toastmasters
Okay.
Shonak, so experience my views that sometimes I dreams like not only of adventure but just some of miracle also. Just feel like that I in my sleep when I dreamed of came out of my home and found a bag with a ton of rupees and I found it very happy that oh how it is that 1 crore around money has been come in front of my house and nobody is there. So some type of miracle is coming and I am thinking just how it is happening. But if I experience my views on what I dreams when I am not sleeping and awakening is that it requires a lot of actions, rigorous hard work, And just I say that when I fix some type of my goals, that like clear any type of exam or clear any type of interview, so first of all I dreamt of it, and then think what should be my action plan, then step by step. It just require a hard work, not just by imagination. So the difference is, if we have to achieve something, then we have to take action, not just on taking bed and sleeping and thinking, oh, I got so many, and now my life will be so wonderful and happy, and nothing I have to do. So that's the thing I am thinking. Over to your Toastmaster Shonak Mathur.
Thank you so much to it was Pastor Arvind. So our second speaker is back. Toastmaster Meenakshi, are you ready? Hello, Toastmaster Meenakshi, can you hear me? I think she is still.
Let's start with evaluator as well.
Toastman actually mentioned that she'll just um, be back.
So how should we go? Shall we go with the table topics by the time she'll be ready, and then we'll take her speech, or how you
We
wanted to
can
do that?
do. Uh, have we taken Toastmaster soon to be Toastmaster Abhishek's opinion?
Yes, that I'm going to take, but I was thinking to take after the speech. But let's go with Toastmaster Abhishek experience on the dreams. So Toastmaster Abhishek, would you share your
Yeah.
experience?
Yes. Hi, Shaunak, Toastmaster. A very good morning. My name is Abhishek Rao Senapati, and I'm originally born in Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. I'm a South Indian, and I'm currently settled in Goa for the past 75 years. And so today I would like to share my experience of what dream that is to become a executive sous chef in working in the five-star hotels. And it was my passion dream to be a chef, and it's very important to work in life and to become success in learning about the how to serve the food for the guest, and how to handle the things, and how to train the chefs like that, and a lot of things that you need to you know whenever guest has allergens to anything, the food item, so we have to be very careful while giving the right things at a time. So it was, so to be to be a sous chef, I always want to train them, and I don't want to give them like much pressure work to the employees, and I have to give them more than extra, like 9 hours shift. And I also like to uh, train them and be treat be nice with them, with the employees, and I also respect them also for everything. And so it is my passion dream to become a executive sous chef in working in in the hotels.
Thank you so much to Toastmaster Abhishek. See, it's your dream to become a chef in a hotel and serve food to the people, and it's my dream to, enjoy that amazing food coming out from such prestigious chefs and all. So let us know whenever you're ready. I'm happy to join any point of time.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I think so the other Toastmasters will be.
Hello.
Sorry.
One more thing also I just want to mention. I also started like joining the church community of MFCs or Missionaries of Family of Christ. Like I started like since during the childhood days, I had a suffering from like mild autism. Like I had a autism spectrum disorder. Like I had a dyslexia in problem speaking languages. Like I could not speak in other languages like Hindi, Konkani, and Marathi. So it was very difficult for me to communicate with other people. Like different languages. So because of that problem, I had a speech in therapy problems, and had a I also had a lot of behavior issues during my school days, like when I was very small. And like I couldn't able to control myself, because of this thing. And a lot of friends and during my old school days, like they used to bully me, and they used to drop, like nobody used to talk to me. So I was a very lonely person, and when I was like new to the school, so I used to cry a lot during the school days. So then, and after when I started growing up, I started like going to the I had joined a new school, and they were started like everyone started to be friends with me. So it was really helping me a lot. Then I also joined the MFC of Missionaries Family of Christ. That's a church community. So it really helped me to all my church community people had prayed for me for everything, that whatever I have problems, and especially I was struggle with the jobs, and so they also prayed for me for everything that what I had gone through it. And even I also started like praying for the people also, for like for like last year in the Punjab also they had there was a flood was happening incident over there. So I used to pray for them, and even my church community members, they also have donated some items also for the Punjab who has lost their lives. And so I also did some responsibility. I also started like helping people. I also pray for them who are facing a lot of problems and struggling in life. So I always keep on going for church masses like every day, and I always pray to God for everything that I do. So that's how I started like going for MLC programs.
That's good to know. And as a human, it's a responsibility that, we should be supported towards the people who require some help and support, because that's how we grow as humans, we grow as society.
Hmm.
And it's good to know. And another thing that I can assure you, that Toastmasters community is something that works in the same direction, where we help people to
Hmm.
get away with the fear of public speaking, to improve their communication skills, to improve their leadership skills in a joint and collaborative environment. No one judges here. A constructive feedback will be provided. A platform will be provided that can help you grow. But thank you so much for sharing your thought, sharing your experiences. Glad to really know that.
Yes.
So let's welcome our next speaker of the day today, Toastmaster Meenakshi, with a big round of applause. So let me invite Toastmaster Anshuman, who is the
Abhijit. Abhijit.
okay. So let me invite Toastmaster Abhijit, who is the evaluator for Toastmaster Meenakshi's speech, to come and share the theme of the Toastmaster Meenakshi speech and the pathway level she is preparing for. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shaunak. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. As such, I haven't really received any specific objectives of Toastmaster Meenakshi's speech. So, if Toastmaster Meenakshi can just mention that, I can go ahead and go through the ground rules of what the objectives are.
That's all right. Yeah, I'll introduce what's it's an impromptu speech. I quite literally cooked
All right.
this
So,
story in the session I had just before this meeting. So it's about creating the story bank for myself and to put this in my keynote speech. So just trying and testing new stories. The title of my speech is the college movie. I hope Abhijit got it.
yes, the college movie.
Yeah. It's Sunday evening. I am super excited because today is the day we all friends decided to watch a movie together. And why this is so special? Because this movie is about college life, fun, adventure, laughter, songs, dance, everything that a typical Bollywood movie should have, enough to keep us excited for the evening today. I'm in 9th grade, and this is the day I frame the concept how a college should look like. Cool hip hop people dressed in certain outfit. There's a bully group. There is a cool girls group. And the girl who dress up messy is always going to be judged. And somebody who looks polished, hair flipping, is going to be the most popular. That day came when I grew up, and it's for me to take admission in college. Yes, the time came. Since I'm from the science background, what is the first option every science student with physics, chemistry, maths will look for an option as a career. Very difficult to guess, yeah? Engineering. Yes, I know. Thank you, Satyaket. That was a really tough guess because we all know, yes, that's the only career option. We don't even have an option. If you have physics, chemistry, maths, and you don't choose a career which is in engineering, you will be labeled as someone who's not so wise. Yes, I'm using a kinder word here, but you know what I mean. And this college is nothing like this movie painted the picture for me. Cool, adventurous, popular guy, popular girl. Everyone is same. We wear the same outfit, same uniforms, same schedule, which is almost full day of reading thick books, lectures, and we all sweating inside a hot room. Not hot with people dressed up in good outfits, literally, quite literally, summer hot. And now I am disappointed because what this movie gave me, an unrealistic expectation, my expectation of college life fell from like a 22nd floor building. I'm still surviving on like plastered, fractured feet. An entire 4 years, I felt like maybe if I could have chosen the different career field, different college, I would have been a different city, state. Maybe my college life would have been so amazing like this one. Like people whistling, playing violins, guitar, and teacher with hair flipping. But you know what? We often paint the reality of life like we see from somebody else's lens. This 14, 15-year-old me did not know that the reality is nothing like movies, because movies are for just three things: entertainment, entertainment, and entertainment. But reality teaches you something much more meaningful. It gives you experience, it gives you knowledge. It's for you to experiment. And that's what real life is all about. So I ask you, what is one expectation that you picked from some movie, some superstitious, somebody's limiting belief, that you paid price with your reality, that original truth, that you could have lived in peace, being happy what you have, but you compared instead with something that was unrealistic, that was made for entertainment, not for you to gain experience in learning. And that's how entire 4 years of my college life, where I could have enjoyed, where I could have learned and gained much more that I had already. The college campus was not bad, and sweating isn't bad for health. I had people, though they were not dressed like movie stars, because we are not movie stars. We are real people with real stories, with real emotions. And just imagine, if we go to college dressed like a movie star, nobody, nobody, not even your teacher, would want to teach. So here's the truth. Here's the truth. Question those limiting beliefs that you carry from somebody else's experience, somebody else's marketing gimmick, somebody else's story, from their limiting beliefs. What is one thing that could be truly yours? What is one thing that can change your entire perception because you are living in that truth? Find out for yourself. What is one truth that you are living to the fullest, but not happy because you're constantly comparing? The truth is in front of you. All you have to do is just be present in it with your real self. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Meenakshi. That was really an amazing speech.
Yeah.
Now, coming on to our next topic, table topics is where dreams meets the reality. Because contestants come with the dream, I'll answer confidently. And the reality says, your topic is if vegetables could talk. So today, let's encourage creativity, spontaneity, and imagination. After all, some of the great ideas begin with what if. So let me invite our table topic master for today's meeting. Who is the table topic master? I don't see Ashutosh has joined.
Yeah,
I'm the
Ashutosh.
TTM. I'm the TTM.
Let me invite our table topic master for today's meeting, Toastmaster Anshuman, with a big round of applause.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shaunak, and thanks a lot, everyone, for joining today. So, table topics is where you practice spontaneous speaking for 1 to 2 minutes rather. And I'll be giving you a topic mostly on the theme of the day, which is dreams. And we'll love to hear your thoughts on what dreams mean. And for that, I'd like to invite an experienced Toastmaster first to demonstrate how table topic is done. We have a few candidates. Toastmaster Sanskar, you have been a bit quiet today for till your G speech comes. So why not you go first and demonstrate how a table topic is done?
Sure.
So Toastmaster Sanskar, the difference between daydreaming and night dreams. The difference between daydreaming and night dreams, Toastmaster Sanskar.
So the difference comes really in between when I'm studying, where daydreaming just drops in. When I'm studying it, all of a sudden I'm trying to just go to sleep. That is where daydreaming comes in. All of a sudden I'm in a class, staring at my laptop. The professor has shared some documents. I have to read them, then answer some questions and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, in my back of my mind, I want to just sit and relax at that moment and just want to think about something, having a nice air conditioned as well. It just makes a really good environment for me to sleep. And all of a sudden, I just start sleeping. And then my professor calls out, "So, were you daydreaming?" So, a subtle difference between daydreaming is when you are, for me, is when you are distracted by something, when you are doing something you don't want to do, you are bored, and then you all of a sudden you go to sleep. And night dream is all about where you are relaxed, you have to go to sleep, and when you're trying to sleep at night, you don't want to sleep. It's the actual opposite when you want to actually be awake till 2 to 3 a.m. playing something or doing something because you were busy the whole day. So, but it's the night time when we have the best of dreams. I have many dreams. I aspire to be a model in my dreams. I was a good bartender in my dreams. And something about bartending which I love is witchcraft and making potions. So making a blend of everything and making a drink, which I was and doing all showcasing all those skills of shaking the bottle, mixing all those making those martinis and anything. I was doing that in my dreams, and the best of dream I had was in my night. So that is it for me. Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sanskar, for sharing such vivid descriptions of what your day and night dreams are. Definitely, I think some of us might be able to resonate with some of the ideas that you shared. All right, who will go next? So we have a few guests today. Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Arvind. Do you want to go next?
I am ready.
All right, so soon to be Toastmaster Arvind. If you could achieve one major dream in the next 5 years, what would it be? if you could achieve one major dream in the next 5 years, what would it be? Soon to be Toastmaster Arvind.
Okay, Toastmaster show. What I was planning from as per my goal from last 7 to 8 years, I was just try to be as commission in defense services, and from last 3 months, I gave my 3 to 4 SSB interviews, and I was not able to clear them. So what I am now thinking is, first thing is I have to analyze myself and improve my communication skill and other skills that made the services. And in the next 5 services, what I am dreamt of achieving my training academies and join the services and live my life to the full adventures with the troops and with the buddies and joining my academies and other all type of experiences that the defense services which gave us, like it may be of any camp nights or it may be of any buddies things or sports activities, any type of extracurricular like dancing or what the things they required. Actually, in next 5 years, the motto behind is I have to live my life fully to the extent what I can do. So that's what I am dreamed of. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot for sharing that wonderful dream, Toastmaster Arvind, soon to be Toastmaster Arvind. I hope that comes to fruition soon and you're able to serve our
Yeah,
beautiful
thanks.
nation.
Yep, yep. Thanks, Anshuman.
All right. Who do we have next? Toastmaster Satyaketh. Do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I'll go.
So, Toastmaster Satyaketh, we all have our childhood ambitions or dreams that when I grow up, I want to become an astronaut or a doctor. What was your childhood dream and how does it compare to what you're doing right now? So, what was your childhood dream and how does it compare to what you're doing right now, Toastmaster Satyaketh?
I remember the day when I was in my fifth or sixth grade, and I came across a couple of articles. So I came across a magazine rather where there were a couple of ideas about what it's there beyond our solar system, beyond our galaxy, and what's how do universes function. So eventually, it was really interesting, and I started digging deeper. And with that, I had the chance to, as I dug deeper, I had the chance to read some of the fantastic books by, the cosmologist Stephen Hawking. So it was really fantastic, and that had got me enthralled into thinking of a career in the cosmology specifically, which is slightly different from astronomy. However, eventually, as I started uh, transitioning myself into my high school and then eventually to towards the entrance exams. So I had this option for going forward with the research line. But then some other things came into my considerations. For example, I saw, so this thing of, this is the point where I also started seeing my cousins, what they're working with and what are the other people working at and what is the uh, you know other aspects of your career. So those sort of uh, shadowed my decisions as well. So moving from a naive thought, a naive ambition to a more realistic goal is what I would say I have transitioned. So that's what I right now I'm working currently with a very different set of environment, different set of role, where it's not ahead far, far away from the universe or the earth, but right here currently in the physical world where we live in. So certainly it was a dream that fuels, I mean, as for everybody, it's a dream that fuels everyone's with the energy to take the next step. It was the thing for me. Thank you. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Satyakir. Agree that the childhood dreams versus the reality of now. At times they match, sometimes they partial overlap, sometimes they full overlap. Thank you for sharing how your journey shaped up. All right, I see Toastmaster Sam joining. We have Toastmaster Abhijit. Toastmaster Abhijit, do you want to listen to Toastmaster Abhijit? Do you want to go next? Toastmaster Abhijit, are you available? All right, Toastmaster Sam, are you available? Toastmaster Sam. All right. So, Toastmaster Nancy, how about you? You want to take up a table topic? Quite shy folks today for table topic, I guess.
Yep, sure.
All right. Toastmaster Nancy is always ready for a table topic. Toastmaster Nancy, a challenging one for you this time because now you're an experienced Toastmaster. So, Toastmaster Nancy, you are a salesperson at a shop that sells pre-packaged dreams. Which is one of your best-selling dreams? What does it feel like, and why should we buy it? You're a salesperson in a shop which sells pre-packaged dreams. Which is one of your best-selling dreams? What does it feel like, and why should we buy it? Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. I'm a salesperson who is selling the dreams. Although I should not be biased because my priority is to sell all the items. One which is the least sellable, I should be advertising those products more. But honestly speaking, the one product which I felt which was the most demanding one was the one wherein people wanted to be, the art of persuasion, wherein that dream, I could see most of the people were coming to me. They were saying, we have everything. Materialistically, they were very much satisfied. The only point is they wanted to improve themselves. No, I could see 80% of the people who are coming to my shop, they are saying, we don't need anything in terms of money, in terms of cars, houses. Nobody was asking for it. But the point is, they want to be impressive enough. Standing away from the crowd. So that was the one dream or habit that I could see most of the people were aspired by. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Nancy, for sharing that thought. Selling dreams is never too easy. And maybe just letting people know that such dreams exist and people may buy it. Again, I think in the interest of time, we'll take this one table topic. I see Toastmaster Sam, Toastmaster Abhijit. And if you want to go for the table topic, Toastmaster Sam, I see you clapping, but why are you shy of taking table topic?
Yeah, I actually suddenly joined today. Just I give me a few time just
Okay,
to get
maybe sure, sounds good.
Yeah.
Abhijit, are you ready, or you want to take up a table topic today? All right. Abhijit doesn't look to be available. Who else hasn't got a practice? Tosma Vidhu, will you be able to take up a table topic? All right. Quite a shy folks. All right. So we'll go
Vidhu
for
is traveling, that's why she won't be able
with
here.
you,
So
Toastmaster. See.
Meenakshi is interested.
Yeah, I will take one.
Sam can take.
Right. Sure. So Toastmaster Meenakshi, let me spotlight you first. If your dream last night was turned into movie, what would the critics say about your life? If dream life, if your dream last night was turned into movie, what would the critics say about your dream life? Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Have you ever seen a horror movie which is actually horror? Because nowadays, horror movies are becoming super predictable. There is a house where there is a ghost who's still fighting for the house, even though ghost is dead. They can live anywhere. But my dreams look like that's the ghost that haunt you and your mind. They live here. Your unprocessed thoughts. That's what become my dream in night. And if it were a movie, people would criticize that you're thinking too much, you're feeling too much, you are too much. But that's what how it is. We are humans and we are supposed to feel, and anything that we aren't able to process when we are awake, it does get processed in your dreams. And I have a history of having some bizarre dreams. One of the dream was that I have a stray cat that sometime visit me, and in my dream, I had this vision that she's going to have kittens, and that became a reality. And right now, while I'm talking, in another room, I have cat and her two kittens. So your dreams are sometimes the feelings that you might be able to feel, but not able to process because you're too busy in work. You have a lot on your plate. You have to deal with office work, family, responsibilities, but somehow deep down, you can feel things. And you see that in your dreams from your subconscious traveling into a vision. So that's what my movie looks like. People would say it's too much, but for me, it's being human. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Usman Meenakshi, for sharing that wonderful thought of what critics would think about if your life turned into an interesting movie, and it was definitely quite interesting. Thank you, everyone. It was wonderful being your table topic master. I'd like to hand over stage back to the team out of the day, Toastmaster Shaunak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman. Dreams help us grow. Evaluation helps us improve. Because even the biggest dreams needs direction. An evaluator is like a dream coach, supportive, observant, and honest enough to say, great speech, but maybe few ums. So let us welcome our general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sanskar, to come and share his report for today's meeting.
So before sharing my evaluation, I would like to now call on our evaluators for them to give us their evaluations. Evaluator one, Toastmaster Nancy. Hi, Nancy, are you
Thank
there?
you, Toastmaster Sanskar. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar, and it's my pleasure today to evaluate Toastmaster Anshuman's speech. So I would like to begin by commending Toastmaster Anshuman on a strong and engaging speech. Your introduction was compelling. You started with a question that immediately hooked the audience. And you started with a well structured speech, which was easy to follow. So you started from one point to another. Storytelling was very good. So you shared how initially you were not willing to play tennis, and then because that was not your priority, then you went with your friend, and it was struggling for you to give a good shot. But you continued going there and you developed the habit. And now, since you mentioned that now you go there every other day, you started playing, and it has become your habit of playing tennis. So it I mean so the storytelling and the structure was very good. the I also like your confidence and body language. So your eye contact, gestures, and posture, that was strong. Coming to area of improvement, I have just one suggestion. So your speech was impactful. The conclusion could be made little more stronger and more memorable. So, for example, you mentioned that and now you go every other day, and and you ended the speech with a conclusion as well. Maybe more elaborate conclusion would be I mean, would be more impactful. For example, so as you now going every other day, it clearly shows that growth begins the moment we step beyond what feels comfortable. So the next time you find yourself standing within your comfort zone, take that small step outside, because that's where confidence builds, skills develop, and real transformation truly begins. So overall, you are experienced speaker, and it was just wonderful speech, Anshuman. That's the evaluation from my side. Just one suggestion. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sanskar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy, for sharing the report. With that, I'll call on Toastmaster Abhijit on the stage for us to give his evaluation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar. Good, fair Toastmasters, good morning. College movie. Let us break it down into college and movie. Sounds interesting for everyone. One of the phases of our life which each one of us in this room have gone through, the college life. And movies, well, who doesn't like to watch? Sitting at home along with your family with popcorns on one hand, cup of tea, or probably in the theater. Everybody gets synced to both the things which Toastmaster Meenakshi brought in a speech. Something which made me feel that the speech has an element of touch and of connection, which I want to hear from the start till the end. Audience hook from the start. That is the credit which Toastmaster Meenakshi can take as the very first pointer. The second pointer which Toastmaster Meenakshi was able to make is through the way of the hooks, the body movements. Toastmaster Meenakshi knew very well that the content of the speech required a little bit of hooks here and there just to ensure she makes the right moves to create the connectivity with the audience, tagged along with the content. And she did that. She was very serious about demonstrating her speech, standing and making the right moves at the right time. And most importantly, is a message towards the end, which any speech ideally should have. Because at the end of the day, the two elements of a speech, delivering and receiving. The speaker was delivering a speech, but who was on the receiver's end? It was us. So when we were there to listen, we would have always expected as to what is in for us. And we understood through the way of the message that Toastmaster Meenakshi rightfully brought in towards the end. Not just it was all about entertainment, and entertainment, but it was much beyond that. It was not the just three E's, but of course, a lot more which was added. But what I felt, yes, it's just not about entertainment. It's also about educating, educating, and educating. And how you can get more educated towards your speech getting even better each passing day is through the way, probably a rhetorical questions. College and movie both are intriguing topics as part of the title. If Toastmaster Meenakshi could have asked a couple of rhetorical questions to the audience related to college life or related to one of the favorite movies and what exactly we could do when we were in college and we watched movies, I guess it would have been a better hook than what it was at this present delivered speech. The second one is the tone of the overall speech. I felt the speech was a little on the flat tone. The highs and the lows of the excitement, drama, action was kind of missing because Meenakshi delivered the speech on a very flat track. And that's something that can be worked on if Toastmaster Meenakshi chooses this as one of the objectives which she can meet. But overall, it didn't really make me feel that it was an impromptu speech. It was a well delivered speech that I heard, but understanding that the couple of aspects of the evaluation area of recommendation which I have suggested, if Toastmaster Meenakshi can ponder upon those areas, I'm sure it's just about getting better each passing day. So congratulations, Toastmaster Meenakshi, and over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sanskar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhijit, for taking out the time and taking out an evaluation role for our meeting. In that, I'll be moving on to, with the interest of time, I'll be moving on to our side roles, which were the timer. So I'll bring on Toastmaster Anshuman for him to deliver us the timer in this report.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sanskar. Starting with the speeches, I couldn't time myself, but roughly around 6 minutes. Toastmaster Meenakshi, 6.5 minutes. For the table topics, Toastmaster Sanskar at 2.2 minutes, Toastmaster Arvind at 1.42 minutes, 1 minute 42 seconds rather, Toastmaster Satyake 2 minutes 10 seconds, Toastmaster Nancy 1 minute 52 seconds, Toastmaster Meenakshi at 1 minute 58 seconds. Coming to the evaluations, Toastmaster Nancy at 2 minutes 52 seconds, Toastmaster Abhijit at 3 minutes 48 seconds. That was my timer's report. Over to you, Toastmaster Sanskar.
Okay, so just to go through one more time the time reports, I think it was only me which was above the time grade.
And distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit in the evaluation report. And 3.
Okay, sure. So I'll now hi. So I'll call on the language evaluator for the day, which is Toastmaster Sanskar. Toastmaster Sanskar. So I really can't make up any issues. Sorry guys. So I really can't make any problems anyone faced. I cannot create any issues which anyone was facing. So I'll be very truthful and I'll say today that we have achieved a very on point grammar today, except Toastmaster Sanskar, which is me. I kind of self-analyzed myself and realized that I had made a lot of ums and ahs during the general evaluator starting role, and which I have to improve upon because I have just now took upon the general evaluator as well. So with that, I'll be moving on to our timing reports. Toastmaster Sanskar could have improved on the timings with the table topics, which he had expected to go above from 2 minutes 20. He had gone from 2 minutes to 2 minutes 20 seconds. So Toastmaster Sanskar could have really put himself under the 2 minutes bracket and gave a good table topic speech. And for our distinguished Toastmaster Satyakit, you could have also really worked upon your time. Rest, your speech was really good in the table topics. With that, I'll be going over our summary for the meeting today. Our Toastmaster theme for the day was dreams. Toastmaster Shaunak really took off us with a good energy and good positive energy, I might say. He had really talking about the dreams, daydreaming, night dreaming. It's through dreams which who we aspire to be. If we aren't dreaming, I don't think we are humans. If we dream, we make actions. In order to do something, we have to dream. A really, a very genuine topic and a very really nice topic, I might say even. Toastmasters Shauna took off asking our distinguished guests and Toastmasters by asking him questions, what dreams do you have? So I was really disappointed Toastmaster Shaunak couldn't ask me. I was really waiting for him to ask me as well. So no problems, no problems at all. I think he has a problem with me. So with that, no problems at all. So in the interest of time, I think Toastmaster Shaunak really did ask everyone. And whenever Toastmaster Meenakshi had really took off for some time, Toastmaster Shaunak really handled well. So to distract us all from the meaningless time and the distraction, he made all of us participate in sharing their dreams in between, which we didn't, which really made the time pass by. And we couldn't even think we were waiting for Meenakshi then. And about our speakers today, Toastmaster Anshuman and Toastmaster Meenakshi. Really great speakers. Toastmaster Anshuman really hooked us with the story of the table tennis one, and Toastmaster Meenakshi as great as anyone. When I'm listening to Toastmaster Meenakshi, I take a seat back and I listen to her very well. It's like I'm in a dream. I'm listening to someone. It's really mesmerizing and it's really positive what I hear from him, what I hear from her. So kudos to her and kudos to Toastmaster Anshuman for a really great speech, really under time bracket and anything else, and on point grammar. Right, I would like to now conclude it by saying thank you all for joining today. Thank you all for joining us today in this meeting. Thank you for all the guests to bring in something to the table. With that, I'll conclude my general evaluator report.
Thank you so much,
So,
Toastmaster. Yeah.
so I now hand it over to presiding officer, right?
No, Toastmaster of the day,
Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster
Shaunak.
Shaunak. Over to you.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar, and please accept my sincere apologies. Actually, it was my mistake. I thought by mistake I invited to be Toastmaster Arvind instead of inviting you for the next time. So that was my mistake, and I accept that.
No problems. I was just joking.
No. So coming to an end of today's meeting, dreams are not silly. Dreams are not childish. Dreams are the beginning of every meaningful journey. Walt Disney has once said, if you can dream, you can do it. So dream loudly, dream fearlessly, dream beyond limits. Because somewhere between imagination and action, magic happens. And maybe the next big dream is sitting in this room, belongs to you. So thank you and keep dreaming. With that, I hand over the stage back to our presiding officer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sanskar.
Right. Wait. So thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shaunak. Today's meeting was really good on a good note, on a very positive energy. Everyone was bringing something to the table, bringing some of their dreams to us today, and we could take one lessons or few from them. Uh, so with that, I would now call on our guests to join us at the front of the table to give us their thoughts on the meeting today and to um, give their evaluation and what could be better in our meeting. So I'd like to call upon our guest, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster, Arvind, please.
Actually, it was a wonderful meeting, and a lot of things I learned from it. Everyone's views I get that what the difference between when a person dream sleeping and when he is awakening, and the lot of action he has to do. And the other thing is the speeches in which they should be formed. Like Minakshi had given a wonderful speech, and what should be the conclusion and how should be it deliver. if in future I have to give show, that's all. I learned a lot of things from it.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind. Toastmaster Satyaket, Toastmaster Sam.
Yeah, overall it was a great meeting, and I loved. I mean, it's we have a very organized meeting, so uh, again, spot on. I don't think there's much Wi-Fi here. It was very enriching meeting rather. So that's all from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satyaket. Um, with that, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Sam. Toastmaster Sam, are you here? Hi, Sam. Sam, can you hear me? Um, so great meeting today as of. Thank you for joining to Bright Beginnings Toastmaster Club 303 meeting of the day, 303 meeting of Bright Beginnings Toastmaster Club. With that, the meeting is adjourned.